All right, so this one says use the given formula to find the sum of the series. So this formula is another way to find the summation of a geometric sequence. Okay, but you need to know the common ratio, the upper boundary of the like how many terms, the number of terms, I guess is the best way to put it, and then that's it. So let's go ahead and start unpacking this. Well, this is the first term. So this is my A1. In other words, A1 equals 6. And then our common ratio, to find our common ratio, what we've got to do is we've got to multiply by -3. So this one is going to get multiplied by -3. This is going to be -3. And this is going to be -3. So then, so my common ratio equals -3. So then the next thing that we need to do is figure out what n is. Well, n is going to be 6 because they want us to figure out the summation of the first 6 terms. So then what I'm going to do is I can find the sum. Now I just plug stuff into this formula right here. So I'm going to say n sub 6, or I'm sorry, s sub 6, what's the summation of the first 6 terms, is equal to 6, my first term, times 1 minus the common ratio, which is -3. And you got to write it this way, okay? Otherwise, it won't work. Raised to the 6th power all over 1 minus the common ratio, which is this, okay? Now, I could have, on the bottom, I could have put +3. I write it this way because I don't want, you just write it this way. Because if you have a negative number here, you can't just make it a plus. Because depending on the power, if this is an odd power, this will be a negative number, and when you minus, it's a plus. But if it's an even power, this will be a positive number, and you're supposed to subtract that, right? So you'll get the wrong answer if you have a negative common ratio, you got to put it in parentheses, is what I'm saying. So basically what we're going to do is we're going to do this problem. Okay, so I'm going to put this over here, and we're going to plug it in. Now I'm going to do it 2 ways. I'm going to do the summation first. So then if I hit if I hit math 0, so this is going to be x. I'm starting at 1. My upper boundary is going to be 6. My first term is going to be 6. Then my common ratio is going to be -3 raised to the x minus 1. Close out, hit equals, I got -1092. But let's see if we get the same number when I plug in this thing. So here's the hard thing about the calculator. The numerator has to be in parentheses. The top has to be in parentheses, and the bottom of it has to be in parentheses. So I'm going to say parentheses 6, another open parentheses 1, minus parentheses. It's -3, so I've got to use the negative sign. -3 raised to the 6th, close my parentheses. Whoops, not there. Close my parentheses. Now I got to double check. That is the formula, so I got to have one more set of parentheses. See, I've got 2 opens. Well, actually, I've got 3 opens and then 3 closes. Okay? So if I have one of these, I got to have one of these. So I've got 3 sets of these. So then divided by, then open parentheses, 1 minus another set of parentheses, -3, close parentheses, close parentheses. I got 2 of these. I need 2 of these. 2 sets of those, right? Hit enter. Well, bam, with the bacon sizzle, it's -1092. So this whole thing equals negative 1,092.